A mysterious player has been building eyes all over the server, and as screenshots and evidence began flooding in, people began speculating on who it was. Yet, after months of eyes appearing everywhere, still, no one had found out who the eyeball prankster was. Until now, as I'm going to be taking this role of unmasking the prankster and saving the server from the eyes. But this is the block-breaking SMP, a server with very little violence and no PvP, so how am I going to do this? Well, I've devised a 3-step plan on tracking down the player. Step 1, interview players who I believe could have information, or a link to the case. Step 2, search the server for locations shown in screenshots or places where the prankster has struck. And Step 3, analyze the evidence and confront the player behind the pranks. So, let's get started. Okay, so before we start doing anything, we should probably make a room for detective work and interviews and stuff. So, there we go. And I'm also going to make a room with all the suspects. Okay, we're moving very quickly, so let me go over some things before we continue. Technically, the prankster could be any of the members of this server. However, due to people's inactivity or leaving, I think it can only be some from this list. Now is a good time to mention the prime suspect though, King Domini. Pretty much everyone on the server thinks it's him, yet no one has really looked into it too deeply. To be honest, he is my prime suspect, and I'll get onto reasoning later. Right now, it's interview time, and by chance, 3 players are around right now for an interview: Riley, Kai, and T. All 3 are on the suspect list, yet I don't really think it's Riley or Kai. Either way, they're all gonna have valuable information, so let's get started. Alright, follow me.
Where did you go?
Oh, right across here. Just like right behind this area. I can actually see you. Can you see me? No, other way, back.
I see.
Hey! Okay.
Hey.
Okay, if you'll follow me, you're gonna have to trust me, okay? Things are gonna get a little bit weird, just trust me. Welcome.
Alright.
Take a seat. Okay, so you're on a list of people that I'm not suspicious of, okay?
Alright.
Alright,
cool.
I think your help could be much appreciated, so... What do you know about the eyeball prankster?
I know that they had like a bunch of pranks at spawn. There was that nose on the dino.
Do you think
you
have any idea of who it could be?
I'm suspicious of King.
Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot. Okay.
Yeah, King is who I'm suspicious of.
Okay, so interview number 1 with Kai was honestly pretty chill. Kai seemed like he had nothing to hide, and honestly, it was actually pretty funny. I'm pretty sure it isn't you. So is there anything you'd like
You're
to
pretty
add?
sure it isn't. You're pretty sure it isn't you?
You, as in...
Oh, I thought you said
No,
I'm pretty
I know
sure
it's
it's
not
not
me.
me.
But then next up was Riley, and Riley's interview was a lot more predictable. Right, if you could follow me. You're gonna have to trust me, but if you could take off all your armor and offhand stuff, that would be helpful. Just be careful of powder snow.
Don't know if I trust you.
No, it's all good, okay? There's nothing dangerous in here, okay? You're gonna just have to trust me, really.
Okay.
If you could take a seat. Okay, so I've brought you here, like I'm doing to many people, to ask you a couple questions.
Is this a job interview?
Probably not. What do you know about this eyeball prankster? Is there anything you know?
That it's King.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
I have a hunch. I have a hunch that I know it's King.
So why do you think it's King?
There's an eye in King.
Honestly, I'll save you having to watch the rest of that, as it was pretty much just Riley accusing King with no real evidence. But honestly, a fair prediction. But next up was actually T's interview, and I do kind of suspect T, so this one was going to be a little bit more interesting. You're going to have to trust me, okay? Take a seat. Sorry, I didn't mean to close
Well, you just...
Oops, sorry.
Well, I cannot...
Okay, serious mode. Okay, let's start off with, what do you know about the eyeball prankster?
That's not me. We have no clue who it is.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
how about you?
Not exactly how this works, T. Okay, so, is there anybody who you're suspicious of?
Not really. If I had to guess, it would be either Riley, Spade, or King.
Okay.
But I don't think it's King. And also, me and him was in a call once.
Yeah.
And then somebody pranked somebody, so I don't think it could be him.
You know what? I actually don't think it's tea anymore. Honestly, the interview was not suspicious at all, was super fun, and was actually very interesting. However, things are looking pretty bad for King. I'm honestly pretty confident in saying we can cross Kai's name off the list, however, I might leave Riley and T on just for a little bit longer. Now, as much as I'd love to just interview King and also Wild Spade, who I'm pretty suspicious of, I actually can't because of time zones. So I have a few days of waiting where I'm just going to start gathering evidence. This is going to be a very long process where I'm going to search Discord servers, Minecraft servers, and just all over the internet for any evidence that could prove who it is. And I know this is going to take a very long time, so let's get started. That sounded really weird. And so the hunt for evidence began. I searched through months of in-game chat, I searched through YouTube for videos related to the eyes, I searched the Minecraft server itself for a bunch of stuff involving eye structures and things like that, and I actually did find a couple things. First of all, I found this huge concrete eye in the sky, and at first I thought, wow, this is pretty cool, but then I realized I could use this to locate who the eyeball prankster is, because if you think about it, whoever's placed this has placed thousands of blocks of white concrete, so their statistics in-game will show that they've placed thousands of white concrete. So from now on, I'm going to be using this in interviews. I actually did get in a call with T and check, and she did not have much white concrete placed at all, so this kind of confirms the theory that it isn't her. Anyway, I continued hunting for evidence throughout the server, looking through an underground bunker and looking through other places, but one thing really stuck out to me. While using Blue Maps, which was an online Minecraft mapping tool, I found something. King's Detective Agency. If you didn't know, King Domini actually decided to set up his own detective agency at one point, and this is the office he used. So, me being me, I decided to explore it. Okay, let's go in. What's that? What the... Okay, anything in these chests? Just a bunch of building resources and stuff. Okay, just a library with some empty chests. That's weird. This place feels oddly deserted and just kind of empty. Oh my god, a whole storage room here. It seems really just empty and bare, but there might be some redstone stuff leading underground. Okay, here it is. Nothing underground. Oh shoot, hold on. Dude! An underground tunnel right next to the entrance. Going just straight down with a path going this way. Oh! What's this? Oh my god, wait, what is... Hold on. Oh, I think it's just a strip mine. I am not done with eyes all around this farm. Okay. Honestly, the whole thing kind of led to absolutely nothing, and it was just another dead end, but it gave me an idea. What if I looked through T, Wild Spade, and King's storage rooms for white concrete or black concrete? I actually don't know if this is against the rules of the server, but it's time to start looking through other people's bases. The problem is, it's very suspicious just going to break into somebody's base, but luckily I'm the only one online. Okay, just gonna go straight in. Okay, this is some chests. This is actually very nice. Okay, so this is definitely not a storage room. Okay, so that's pretty normal. Okay. What is in this windmill? Oh, storage, okay. This man has a lot of shulker boxes, oh my god. There are only like 2 stacks of white concrete, which sucks. Unfortunately, that does make King look pretty innocent, considering there's barely any white concrete. Okay, next I want to check T, as T and King are very close, and it's always possible that she could be helping him. T's house, okay, storage. Oh my god, T! Oh my goodness me. Clean up in here, holy. Oh, a bunch of white concrete, okay. Dude, what is... This feels like it's designed to be an absolute pain. Oh my god. And a bunch... Okay, there's actually quite a lot of white concrete in here, but not necessarily enough. However, there is... Oh! Black concrete and white concrete together. I mean, that's quartz. This build does have a lot of white concrete, but no black concrete. However... Oh, there's a bit of black concrete there, though. Okay, we're gonna have to let that one slide. Dude, I have to say, Wild Space looks awesome. Apparently, I think this ice ball was a prank. Wild's original build looked like a planet, but apparently it's been pranked and made into this, which is pretty intense. Okay, where are we? Ooh! Oh my gosh, storage, okay. Wild Spade storage. All concrete. Okay, there's a bit of white concrete, but not much. There's literally a thing labeled white concrete. And there's a decent amount in here. Oh! Dude, no, oh my god. No. No freaking way, dude. Two and a bit shulker boxes of white concrete. Dude. Oh my... I mean, oh, okay, so things were really not looking good for Wild Spade, and my theory that it was King and Wild Spade is really starting to be clear. Honestly, this whole thing has just been so obvious from the beginning. It is going to be King and Wild Spade, and I'm so confident that I've got it right, but we have to interview them before we can confirm the theory. And in the meantime, while we wait for the interview, we still have a couple things to do. I literally just sat at my desk for hours looking for evidence, and I did find one thing of note. I found inside of that tower from earlier a number 4, but I don't really know if this means anything. Also, T found a bunch of eyes inside of the post office. I don't know if this means anything, but there were 12 of them, so I checked out the end, and it was pretty much a dead end. I also made an obsidian trap, nothing too fancy, but just in case the interview gets out of hand. But then something happened. The interview with Wild Spade and King. I have been waiting so long to prove this theory, and it's finally time to save the server. The block-breaking SMP will be free of eyes, and let's just get into the interview with Wild Spade. Okay, if you could just follow me, and I'm in Powder Snow, don't follow me like that, just follow me this way. All I need is for you to be 100% honest, and this will be a whole lot smoother for both me and you. Alright? Sound good?
Yep.
Okay. I have been investigating, as I'm sure you know, the eyeball prankster, and I have got a lot of evidence leading to one single conclusion. And I believe I may have figured it out. So, Wild Spade, unluckily, you do happen to be very high on the list of suspects, and you do appear to be linked to this case in quite a few ways. First of all, I'm going to openly start by asking you, what's up with the 2 shulker boxes full of white concrete in your storage system?
So, white concrete? It's very, very used, you know, and I own the concrete store, so I keep a big supply.
Okay. Actually, yeah, I probably could have taken that into account.
Yeah.
But do you think you know who the eyeball prankster could be?
I have a few suspicions, but mainly one person.
Yeah.
And
is it the person that I believe?
Do you want me to
everyone thinks
say who it is?
Yes, that would be very, very helpful.
Yeah. Okay. So I believe it is King Domini. He was like always the first one at the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
And he knew roughly what was going
Also,
down before everyone else.
He found the locations of faces that nobody else has even found yet. He found incredible numbers of things.
To be fair, he is the detective, so he might have been actively looking.
Yeah.
But
okay.
It's very suspicious.
Alright, Wildspit, could you do something for me? Could you join a call in Discord real quick?
Okay.
Okay, could you share your screen?
Okay.
If you could click on statistics.
Okay.
Could you go to items?
This
you
might
click
look
the
very
fourth one
sus.
along? The fourth one, yeah. Interesting. 17,344 white concrete is that?
Oh, the white concrete. Yeah.
Oh, that's just white concrete powder, let alone the actual concrete. 10,064. Interesting.
So white concrete is what I use to flash out my concrete maker thingy, right? So I use it to flash out all the other colors, and white is used a lot. The black one, I don't know why I've used so much of that.
Okay.
That one's.
So.
That's that. Yeah.
I'm assuming you're aware of the huge eyeball over the ocean, containing thousands of blocks of both white and black concrete. Wild. Are you in any way linked to the eyeball prankster?
No. The only way that I could be was by selling them concrete.
And so the interview with Wild Spade wasn't going particularly well, but I still had one last trick up my sleeve, the obsidian trap. And
Oh, is that to my death?
You're not dying.
Am I? Oh. Oh.
Oh wait, I think I went a little bit farther. Hold on. Hold on. Oh shoot, someone broke it! Whoa! I may have miscalculated a little.
Yup. Are you sure this wasn't the hole that you were meant to come down?
I think I might have misplaced the wooden block a moment. Hold on. This has all gone to plan. This is designed, firstly to work. Secondly, not actually designed for you. I don't have a torch. Are you in any way linked to the eyeball prankster, and do you have any knowledge of who it is? 100% honest now.
No, I'm not linked, and I don't fully know who it is. I have my suspicions, but I don't have
Okay.
hard evidence.
Look, Wild Spade, I have my theories, and if we believe it's King, the closest direct link is you and possibly T. I have more evidence if I can keep going. Let me just pull up a couple of screenshots.
Oh no, I don't like the screenshots.
I continued piling more and more evidence toward Wildspade, hoping for the confession, but it wouldn't come. Wildspade kept answering with fair and justifiable claims, so all my evidence was just amounting to nothing. And after about half an hour of trying, I gave up and decided to ask him one final question. This is your chance to be honest. If you are honest right now about everything, if you tell me everything from the very beginning.
I had nothing to do with it. There you go. Zero involvement.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. Excuse me. Do you want me to fill this in?
You're free to go.
Oh. You sure, Stone? Thank you. Yep. I'll be on my way.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
It's probably King. I'm being dead serious. I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. And so the interview with Wildspade concluded, and honestly, I was kind of at a loss for words. I mean, I had been so sure of my theory that it was King and Wildspade, but now it was starting to fall apart. The cracks were starting to show, but still, there was a chance for it to be correct. I just had to interview King. I had spent weeks of gathering evidence and analysing evidence, and the answers seemed to be staring me right in the face, but what if I was wrong? What if this entire time I'd got to the wrong conclusion and everything was just wrong? Well, I had one interview left, one chance to see if my theory was correct, and if it wasn't, then the server would still be in danger, and I would have failed. So here's the interview with King. Okay, I think everything's set up. Take off all your armor.
I can leave, right? Oh. Off all my armor.
When we go into this room, I need you to be 100% honest with me, okay, the whole time.
Okay.
Come on in, take a seat.
Okay. Oh, okay.
King, for the past week, I have been doing an incredibly in-depth investigation into the eyeball prankster. I have been analyzing months of evidence, videos, screenshots, things in the game, all kinds of things, King. And funnily enough, throughout this entire process, one thing has stuck out to me.
Oh, okay.
And that is you, King. Everyone has pretty much said that they think it's you. Tons of evidence has led me to believe it's you, King.
Okay.
You were a detective, right? You did this whole detective agency thing, right?
Yep, I did start that, and that was to take down this eye prankster that we never found out who it was. And now that you're bringing this back up months later, I'm thinking it might be you.
Oh, okay, so King's interview was going so differently to how I thought. Nothing suspicious, and heck, he was accusing me. What is going on? One thing no one said is they thought it was me. That's interesting. No one's predicted that.
Well, I don't know. No one brings up just randomly, I want to know who the eye prankster is and all that. And then finally, months later, there's not been nothing like about it. And then you bring something up.
So King,
I just really want to get to the bottom of it. You know?
Yeah, so you were a detective, right? You were trying to work this out like I had been. So
yeah, yep.
Did you come to a conclusion? Did you?
I mean, before thinking it was you, I thought it was Riley. I thought there was multiple people involved in on it because found a office with like 3 chairs with a bunch of eye things.
Okay.
But I think it might be Riley, Kai, or it was Spade. I think it was Spade actually.
Funnily enough, I've interviewed Riley, Kai, and Spade, and every single one of them said they thought it was you.
Really?
And I crossed every single one of them off my list. If you'll just follow me temporarily, just leave the room.
Oh boy. Dude, it's not me, man.
There are a lot of names up here. And that's the name I have left. King, I'm gonna be honest. I genuinely believe that it was you. I've done so much research, but now I've suddenly realized
not me.
Oh my god.
Dude, I built something, and a day later, it was there was an eye at my build, and I didn't do it.
Oh my
The
God.
eye prankster was after. Eye prankster was after me.
Is it not? It isn't actually you.
No.
Oh my God. Are you serious? Are you genuinely? Okay, please be honest.
I
It isn't.
dude, I'm serious with you. No.
Oh my God.
If this whole thing was a detective agency as well, like you're trying to figure out who it is, good luck. I don't know who it is. They're really skilled. I don't know who they are, but
Wait, can you do one thing for me? Can we hop in a Discord call real quick? There's a feature on Discord I need to use to just check something.
yeah. What do you want? White concrete?
Wait. Oh my
There's
God.
quite a bit picked up. I've broken eyes.
And so the statistics with the cherry on top. The eyeball prankster had tricked me and the entire server into believing it was King, but it wasn't. There was really no evidence that was pointing to King. All the evidence that King had found was the evidence I had used, but I'd never really put two and two together and genuinely realized it wasn't actually King. So now all my theories were completely destroyed. I was in a dead end. But I'm not giving up yet. I am going to save the server. And with the unlikely help of King, who showed me a bunch of information and details I'd never even noticed, I think I'm going to work it out. But the way I'm going to do that is a story for another day. We've run out of time today, but I promise you I will return, and I will find out who the prankster is. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.